Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking about McLaren's Friday in Mexico as well as an update on the cost cap. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with McLaren, and I'd say their Friday was up and down. I'm not going to take free practice 1 into account. Firstly, the track was dusty. You've then got multiple rookies taking part in FP1, so I don't think it's really a representative session. I think the more representative session was free practice 2, and as I said, I think it was up and down for McLaren. I think the good news was the race pace, because McLaren looks strong with their lap times. You can't really compare it to others around them because McLaren did their race simulation on soft tyres while others were on mediums, but still strong times. However, in qualifying trim, it looks like McLaren are struggling in Mexico. I mean, Lando Norris's best time was only good enough for 4th, and Oscar Piastri was only good enough for 12th. So yeah, a lot of work to do for McLaren, and while Norris felt there were positives to take from Friday, he also felt there were balance issues with the car that were holding the team back, and they need to be resolved before Saturday, with Norris saying, as quoted by Sky F1, "My first lap was pretty good and the second lap a good step. I felt like I found the limit quickly, but it's just holding us back a bit. Not that it was a bad day, but normally we are very good on a Friday and everyone catches up on a Saturday. We are already a bit behind, so we definitely have some work to do tonight. The balance of the car is a bit all over the place, the same as the last few weeks. Single lap stuff, we're struggling at the minute. We're working hard, trying everything we can, so we'll see what we can do and find." Now, as we know, qualifying hasn't been McLaren's strongest area this season, but they've really got to get on top of it in Mexico, because I think it is a track where it's going to be difficult to overtake. Yes, you've got that long straight on the run down to turn 1, but the rest of the track, there aren't too many opportunities. Perhaps into turn 4, there's an opportunity. But yeah, aside from that, it's going to be difficult to overtake around the circuit. Plus, it's going to be really, really hot in Mexico. Following in the dirty air is going to be made tougher. So yeah, I think McLaren really need to get on top of qualifying for Saturday. But let's move on to the cost cap. As we know, this was introduced in 2021 and limits the amount of money a team can spend in a season. Now, confirmation of the FIA's reviews of teams' submissions that are submitted by a March 31st deadline has normally been completed shortly after the summer break. But in 2025, there has been a bit of a delay. I mean, we're getting into November and we still haven't heard anything about the cost cap. And the race highlighted that a delay in the FIA handing out compliance certificates to teams so far has pointed towards the governing body probing issues with submissions for last season. And it reported on Thursday that while it's understood that motor racing's governing body has not yet concluded its review process with all competitors, Aston Martin on Thursday revealed that it has already signed off on an accepted breach agreement for a minor procedural breach. And if you want to find out more about that, I'll leave a link to a video I've done in the description. But Planet F1 say that another competitor is understood to have made a substantial breach of the financial guidelines, with Planet F1 saying since 2021, teams have been subjected to a yearly audit. And while Aston Martin's breach was more procedural, the other team in question is thought to have exceeded the circa $165 million cap. While the team in question is believed to be in discussions with the FIA about the situation, any breach is likely to be met with a fine or possibly even sporting penalty. Now, if you go back to 2022, Red Bull were found to have breached the 2021 cost cap, and as a result of that, Red Bull were issued a $7 million fine, as well as a 10% reduction of its wind tunnel and CFD time. So yeah, the penalty can be harsh, and if a team has exceeded the latest cost cap, that could put them at a disadvantage for 2026. As we know, it's brand new regulations next year, so having as much wind tunnel time as possible will be crucial, I think. But as demonstrated by Red Bull in 2022, you can get a wind tunnel time penalty. So yeah, it will be interesting to see what happens. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.